Catherine Locke with Warhorse Miniatures. Welcome back to another Painting with Pigments tutorial. We are going to discuss metallic weapons. When working with metallics, unlike the ochre pigments, you work from dark to light. So you always want to start with a black base coat. If you prime white, then just hit it with a thin coat of black paint, watered down, nice and thin, but still giving you good coverage. You might have to hit it with 2 layers, but you want a good black coverage. That makes the metallic pigments pop. In this case, we're starting with an antique silver. So I am using a larger, softer color shaper because of the scale. Now this sword is for Medusa's Gaze, which is, I'm going to show this technique on the sword, and then in another video we're going to scale it down to the 28mm so you can see how I do those. This particular sword has some very tiny intricate markings in the detail. It's going to be really tough to get at, but I do want to get video of that so you can see how I use metallics and the color shaper along with washes and liners to help pick out those details, and really hopefully we can make them pop for you. Those videos will be coming up shortly. This is only brushing the surface of our metallic work. I have shields, armor, and several items planned to do videos on for you. So we have just barely scratched the surface of this. From here, I've sealed the first layer of metallic pigments, and I've also added some Reaper gray liner. I am going back over the sword with another layer of antique silver. After I seal with this one, I will go ahead and pick out the gold design, and then we're going to hit it with highlights. You can see I'm just kind of lightly going because like you would base coat, wash, and then start popping your colors and your highlights just a little bit. Even though we're using antique silver again, we don't want to just throw it on there and pack it on real thick because we'll be right back where we started before we sealed. And you start getting in this vicious circle that you add on layer and layer and layer. And that's the same thing you can do with paints. So you gotta kind of keep that correlation. You think of it as adding layers, and think of it as keeping them thin and light, just like you would with paint. We really appreciate your support. Your comments are wonderful. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe. Also, for any of you who might be out there who are starting to use pigments, who are following these videos and now finally going and working on your own, feel free to post video responses. I'd love to see your work. Or if you're stuck, or if you have a question, I will be happy to do what I can to help. Or if you just want to pop in and say hi, that's always great too. Thank you again, and keep an eye out for video number 2. Also, check out the basing video tutorial I've got going. We're going to have fun with that one. So have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.